sports. It's in the game.
How's it going, ladies and gents? This is RJ here again, and welcome to another episode of Zone of the Elders. This week we're taking a look at one of modern gaming's biggest franchises, the best-selling sports game series that has spanned 23 years and 5 console generations. It is, of course, FIFA. Back in the 16-bit days in the early 90s, football games were dominated by Sensible Soccer, which released first on the Amiga. This title featured a zoomed-out, top-down bird's-eye view, and played a very fast-paced game of football. EA Sports released the very first FIFA game in 1993 titled FIFA International Soccer, and it was released on a Sega Mega Drive or Genesis and Super Nintendo. This first entry in the series gained positive reviews on release, with the animations of players, crowd sounds, and general presentation. The game we're looking at now, however, is the sequel to this, FIFA Soccer 95, released for the Sega Mega Drive. Like its predecessor, this game featured an isometric viewpoint in which the player controls one of the 11 footballers on their team. A notable improvement that this had over the original was the inclusion of club teams from 6 of the top European leagues. These supplemented the international teams from the first game, and it also had the ability to go into a penalty shootout to decide games that were finished as draws. Passing, set pieces, and goalkeeping were also improved upon, and the whole feeling of the game being a more realistic representation of an actual broadcast match all made me become a fan of the FIFA series since this game. Plus, little touches such as editing team tactics, in-game replays, and a very user-friendly UI have been a mainstay in the series all the way from this to the present day. And who doesn't like turning fouls off and getting away with hilariously over-the-top tackling? A lot of small but noticeable touches were added to the game to give it a more authentic matchday experience. The crowd that are around the pitch now have flags and banners and are much more animated. They also during the match start various different chants. Multiplayer has always been a big part of the FIFA franchise, and this game supported EA's 4-way play device. This allowed players to join up in teams of 4 against the computer, 2 against 2, or if someone's feeling especially confident, they could face off against 3 other people. After this game, FIFA would start to move into 3D with its entries on the newly released 32-bit consoles, such as the Sony PlayStation and Sega Saturn. And while the game went on to innovate and develop during the next few years, I will always hold FIFA 95 and its predecessor in fond memory, as they were the first real games I played that brought home the feeling of controlling a proper football match. Fast forward 22 years or so, and we arrive at the latest entry, 2016's FIFA 17, released on console and PC. This is the first FIFA game in the series to use the Frostbite game engine created by Battlefield developer DICE. New gameplay features include new attacking techniques, physical player overhaul, active intelligence system, and set-piece rewrite. FIFA 17 introduced a new single-player story campaign mode called The Journey, in which players assume the role of Alex Hunter, a young footballer trying to make his mark in the Premier League. The player is able to select any Premier League club to play for at the beginning of the season. Hunter can play in the upfield positions of right wing, striker, left wing, and central attacking midfield only though. The story mode also features a dialogue wheel, similar to the Mass Effect series, and it sees you progress through a season with your chosen club, get loaned out to a lower league team, then culminate in you playing in the FA Cup final at the end of the season. Card and coin collecting mode Ultimate Team, which made its debut in FIFA 10, makes another return, with new twists. The best being something called squad building challenges. These enable you to trade in players according to specific conditions, to score better cards or special rewards. For instance, swapping a team comprising players from at least 3 leagues with 65 plus chemistry for a silver pack. New kits designed by artists connected to the game such as Major Lazer and Damian Marley are also a novel inclusion. While the Journey protagonist Alex Hunter can be unlocked as a playable character should you complete FIFA's new Journey story mode. The one area in which FIFA games have always excelled at was its inclusion of official licenses and player models. Of course, FIFA 17 is packed to the brim with these, as over 30 leagues and more than 650 playable teams from around the world feature. Women's sides were included for the first time in the series in the previous game, and EA have included more international sides after the positive reception it received in FIFA 16. There are a whole ton of modes included in this year's offering. As well as the previously mentioned Ultimate Team and The Journey, there are career, club and national tournaments, online seasons and pro clubs, which return once more to deliver what, as ever, is a truly unparalleled suite of football gaming options. In the years between these two games, football games have been dominated by FIFA and the Pro Evolution Soccer series. Each of these release yearly incarnations and players usually have chosen sides, with the pendulum of which is best swinging from year to year. Right now, I believe both games are very close in quality and features, but the latest FIFA entry is hugely enjoyable and my preferred game, especially as I'm playing on PC. For over 20 years, EA has tweaked, developed and refined the FIFA series to where it's at a point where it's almost mirroring a live TV broadcast from some of the best leagues and matches around the world. Back when I was playing FIFA 95 as a 9-year-old, this would have been beyond what I could imagine as a football fan. And while it's still fun to play the classic 16-bit games, most modern entries are head and shoulders above them in my opinion. Let me know in the comments what your favourite football game ever was. Where can the FIFA series go in the future? And what would you like to see added to it next? Don't forget to like and subscribe as always guys. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time. Take care.